Hi there, thank you for viewing this week's video. Let's take a look at the indices and check out how they have performed. Also, the outlook for the upcoming week. First, let's do a quick discussion on the market performance last week. Now, the US market began with a consolidation trading in a range. Then came the heavy sell-off just before the inflation data. So when the inflation data hit the roof, the US market continued its heavy sell-off towards its May low. Going to the Asian market, STI had traded lower towards its support level as anticipated, while Hang Seng remains in its uptrend. So let's look at the performance charts over here. So what we have on the screen is that you have two performance charts. Over here, we have the STI, Dow Jones, S&P 500, and NASDAQ. As you can see here is that we begin the week on the positive note for the US market, but nosedive to close lower from 4.5% to all the way to around 5.6% for the US market. The STI struggled to move higher in the early week and then decided to close lower at the end of the week, closing in at negative 1.6%. Hang Seng remains its uptrend with around 3.3 to 3.4% upside. As you can see, the performance chart, the lines are trending higher as well. Okay, so let's take a look at the Dow chart. So we look at the US market first. So from the technical aspect, it is a bearish sentiment as obvious as ever. You can see two sharp black candle over here, and the Dow has a key support at 30646. Then S&P 500 sharp sell off as well after consolidating earlier in the week. The breakdown is expected as the CPI data isn't that good, and the support now is at 3811. NASDAQ composite same, went down by significant level as well, percentage, and is the worst performing index. So the next key support level is 11,030. Overall, there's no sign of a US market rebounding as yet. So we really got to watch out for next week data for more information. Now going to the Asia market, the STI as anticipated has fallen near to its support level around here at 3172. Okay, and likely is going to look out for more information from the US market in order to move into the next direction, whether to continue its sideways or to break down to start a downtrend. Then Hang Seng is the best performing market for the whole week. So we can see the uptrend with the higher low. And the next critical support for Hang Seng is 21280. Why? Because I anticipate that the selling pressure from the West is not likely to be forgotten by the Hong Kong market, and there is a partial lockdown in Shanghai as well. So if Hang Seng can be supported by this level and rebound, its uptrend will remain intact. Wrapping up, so what we are looking at going forward is that the market will be focusing on PPI data and FOMC next week. I would say it's a critical week because if the market don't rebound from the low, then we may anticipate more sell-off and the downtrend to continue. So the S&P 500 may be going into the bear zone. And of course, the recession is already here. But Biden says that the US is still doing well and has to live with high inflation for a while. Yellen says that the US is not going to recession Powell is going to say, it is also going to be tricky for the Asia market. The STI currently maintained its sideways as anticipated, but it may not hold longer if the US continue to sell off, and Hang Seng maintaining its uptrend is in question. So we need to watch further and probably need more news, positive news to come out to help the market. As of now, Biden is just pushing the blame. Yellen is just trying to comfort everybody, and nobody is doing anything to stop the war. So thank you for viewing this video. I'll see you next week, and have a good week ahead.